Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm going to keep this brief today and talk about something that's pretty important. And I have 9 tips about what not to do once you are in the home buying process. And pretty much all of it has to do with the loan. So, the first thing I want to go over is do not change jobs or become self employed. Once you get a pre-approval and you're under contract, even if you absolutely hate your job, hang in there. Once you've closed, if you need to change jobs, do that then. But otherwise, you need to keep that same steady employment. Most of them are going to need to see at least, 30 days on the job. So don't change jobs once you are under contract. The next thing is don't make a big purchase. So don't go and buy a car, buy a truck or a van or a boat, unless you're planning on living in it. Don't go and buy that. The reason being is that's going to change your debt to income ratio and you might lose your loan pre approval. We definitely don't want that to happen. And any of these things that I'm talking about right now can affect your ability to buy a house. And it is entirely possible for people to do things that will cause them to lose their pre approval and cause a contract to fall apart. Another thing is don't fall behind on your payments. Don't make any late payments at all. Make sure everything is paid on time. Your current house payment, if you have one, your rent is paid on time. Credit card bills, car notes, student loans, everything has to be current. You do not want any negative items popping up on your credit report because a lender will be pulling your credit report throughout the process. Another thing is don't spend your closing costs and down payment funds. Even if you're getting, 100% financing, you're still more than likely going to have to be bringing money to the closing table. Don't go and spend it because if that money is not available and the lender sees that that money is not available, you're not going to be able to close on your house. You have to bring a cashier's check, certified funds to closing. And if you have spent that, then you're not closing on that house. And everything you've already spent on that house, as far as the appraisal, as far as the home inspection, that's gone. So you don't want to make any of these mistakes. Next one is don't let anyone else pull your credit score. Don't go out and start shopping for furniture and just say, hey, I'm just going to see what I can afford to get financed. Or don't go car shopping even if you're not going to buy the car right then. Don't let anybody pull your credit because that sends up a flag to the lender that, hey, you may be about to spend more money. And again, that's going to affect your debt to income ratio. And if you don't know what that means, that just means the amount of money that you make per month compared to the minimum payments on your existing debts. So that's the minimum payments on credit card balances, student loans, your car notes, anything like that. And your particular loan will have a maximum debt to income ratio, which will include your mortgage payment. That's how they come up with how much house you can afford, how much your mortgage payment will be. So doing anything like that can potentially affect your debt to income ratio, and that could cause you to lose your pre-approval. Another one that some you may not think about very much is don't make any large deposits into your checking account other than your paycheck. If you do come into any sort of money, you may have to write a letter of explanation or give proof of where these funds came from. I know that I personally, when I was refinancing my house, that was around the time when my mother had passed away and I had received some life insurance money. And I had to give explanations about, different things. So let's say you sell a car or something like that. If you go and deposit that money, you're going to have to give an explanation for it. So it's just better not to make any large deposits once you're under contract. And also, don't change banks in the middle of this. If you are unhappy with your current bank, just like I was talking about with your job, wait until after you've closed on your home. Don't close out your checking account and open a new one, change banks, nothing like that. We need to keep everything, just keep everything on a straight path. Don't change anything like that. Once you're closed and you have the keys to your house, if you need to change jobs, if you need to change your bank account, that's fine. Next up is do not co-sign for anyone. Um, if someone is asking you to co-sign for them to buy a car, to get a personal loan or whatever, that goes on your credit report as well. So do not co-sign for anyone because that will be counted into your debt to income ratio. So really, even before you get a pre-approval, it would be advisable to not co-sign for anybody. Or if you have in the past, and it doesn't matter that, the other person, your relative or whoever is going to be making the payments, it's still going to show up on your credit report as well. So if you have co-signed with someone in the past and they've been making the payments steadily, you may want to see about trying to get that off of your credit. So you can, it doesn't affect your debt to income ratio. Again, it doesn't matter if someone else is making the payments, it's still on your credit report. And the last little quick thing is don't run up your credit cards. Don't increase the balances on your credit cards. I know it's tempting that, hey, you fixing to buy this beautiful new home. You want to go out and you want to buy some furniture. Maybe you want to go ahead and buy some appliances, some decorations, whatever. If you run up your credit card balances, that's going to increase your minimum payment. And again, that might cause you to have issues with the existing pre-approval that you have. So, anyways, these are just some quick tips that I have, and feel free to reach out to me if you have any other questions, or reach out to your loan officer. If you're thinking about buying a home and you haven't started the process yet, Dallas and I would be more than happy to help you get the ball rolling, and we can put you in touch with some fabulous lenders who will tell you what to do, what not to do, and get that loan process started. So, you know what? I didn't even introduce myself at the beginning again. So I'm Amy Brown. I'm a realtor with Next Generation Real Estate Group. My husband Dallas Brown, he's also a realtor, so we're kind of the team, the Brown team, and we would absolutely love to help you out. I hope you found this little webinar useful, and thank you for taking the time to watch. And hope everybody has a great day. Bye.